Good morning from me and Rolo. You may be wondering why I look like a hot mess and still in my pyjamas. Well, you might not have been wondering that at all, of course, because why would you know? But I am a hot mess. I am in pyjamas. What a week we have had here. Oh my God, you couldn't write it. Both Simon and I have had health issues. As you get older, these things happen. I'm not having a pity party on here. I'm just going to tell you the events and then tell you the funny side of things, okay? Because I know a lot of you have been asking. A lot of you know that I do have celiac disease that causes issues, but I have had people inquiring as to how Simon and I are. So here we go. First of all, Simon, he has, like many men of his age, a hardened prostate. So God love him, he has to go for a test. Of course, this was on Tuesday. So this test involves they put a thing up your arse and then they stick a needle through into the prostate. They take biopsies and of course they want to see if you've got cancer up there. But I assured him that it's unlikely, and he's actually really laid back about it because 92% of men that have this test come back negative. It is simply that it's benign growths, something like that. So although I'm very anxious about it, Simon's not. And actually, you know, even if he did, God forbid he had cancer of the prostate. If he did, there's loads of treatment out there, and it is the type of cancer that you live with rather than die of. Well, you might die of it, but eventually. But it's very long, and Simon's 66 this year. So as he said to me, well, it another 10, 15 years, 20 years. People live with it for a long time. So in my head, intellectually, I know this. In my heart, and my heart is beating fast, I'm worrying about it because that's what I do. But to be really clear, there's no need to panic. All will be good. And also, for any men out there that watch this, we were actually really worried about how, sorry, I'm uncomfortable, how it would feel for signs because obviously you think, oh, a needle, into your prostate. And it does sound mega painful. Do you know, he said it was hardly even uncomfortable. It was over and done with within 15 minutes. No need to panic. It was a really simple procedure. Do you know, they're marvellous, aren't they? I mean, what they've accomplished in medicine nowadays is amazing. So that's Simon dealt with, as it were. 2 days later, I have to have a colonoscopy and what's the thing down? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, the thing down the throat, the thing up, and that happened yesterday. Now, the worst part is this. I'm going to show you. They send you this, and it's called Moviprep. And you have 2 sachets, and you have to drink it with a litre of, it's a bowel cleanser basically, and also it does the top bit. But you have to drink it over 2 hours, and then I had to do the same again the next morning. And you can't eat for a long time and things like that. But this is the bit that was the worst. One thing's for sure, it's quite salty. When you drink it, it literally made me go. I warn you now, if you're not into procedures or you don't want to hear about it, this type of thing, switch off now, because I'm going to be quite graphic. I'm going to tell you as it is, but I'm also going to tell you how, I don't know, the funny side of things. Anyway, after about 10 or 12 trips to the loo, of just basically water passing through me, I got to the appointment yesterday, having nursed Simon through his little ordeal. I say little. Yeah, after getting he's now nursing me through this one. I got there. I know what to expect. I've had this done before, and I wasn't particularly worried because they give you a sedative. They couldn't get they couldn't get, I don't know whether you can see this, it's quite a pretty bruise. They couldn't get, they did 2 tries, you can see here and here. They tried to get into the vein here. I've got brilliant veins there, but by God, she couldn't get it in. Wasn't that painful? Even that, it wasn't that painful. I don't have a problem with needles at all. They got it in this hand, which wasn't ideal because of the way they lay you, but it's fine, and no bruise at all on this. So the poor lady, though, she got somebody else to do me on this hand because she said, I can't get it in and I don't do more than 2 attempts. She said, I really refuse to do more than 2 attempts. I'm so sorry. She was really worried. I think it's okay. I think she was more traumatised than I was. Bless her heart, she was so worried about it. Probably because she knows that I'll bruise and it's a bit sore, but hey, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. Anyway, I go down there. Now, about 2 years ago, I had something called a bowel lift. Now, this can make the procedure, apparently, and I didn't know this, a bit more difficult. Basically, I had a prolapsed bowel. This was caused by difficult births years ago. It can happen for all sorts of reasons. I lost a lot of weight. That can also make the bowel drop because, of course, it was kept in position by extra padding inside. So, with this said, it was the bit that went down there I didn't even know about. I really didn't. And so I was glad for that. But they took biopsies from the duodenum. They didn't see anything suspicious, which is fantastic news because they were looking for cancer. They have taken biopsies from the duodenum area, which I think is more to do with absorption. The reason they were doing this is because I'm anemic, and there's no reason for me to be anemic at my age. I don't have periods anymore. I've gone through menopause. There's no real reason, and my bloods were showing odd. So again, I think there's nothing to worry about. I think it is just my the way that I process things because I've got celiac. I don't absorb things properly, so I suspect I just need to take plenty of iron tablets. I've got those. I can start taking them again. And of course, this morning I look like a hot mess because my tummy is blown out. I've had the most mega fart ever, actually 2 or 3. I am not going to lie. As a woman, I would say I don't fart at all. My God, I nearly blew myself off the pan this morning. It was fabulous. I'm feeling so much better for that. But I'm going to have a restful day because I'm a wimp and because I think that I'm a bit older now, take it easy. Rolo doesn't look too worried. I'll get somebody else to take him for his little walk today. We'll just curl up on the sofa and just let any planes pass, let any run into the loo pass, and we should be good to go tomorrow. So it's been a really stressful week. Of course, I won't take a big sigh of relief until we get the results. Both Simon and I take each thing as it comes. It's really not a big deal. If they found anything within Simon and I, we will deal with it as necessary. But I think it's very unlikely. And it's funny because I'm worried more for Simon than myself, which is odd because you would think that I'd worry more about me because we have a thing about self-preservation that kicks in, but I'm actually not. I'll deal with anything. I'm more worried about him because he's older than I am, and I don't want him to be hurt or have cancer. The word itself is a bit makes you discombobulated, I believe. But it can have it has a big effect on you emotionally, I think. And as somebody said, although they're living with it, it does change you, and you even though you might be in remission, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure we'll both be fine. And I've had lots of good wishes. And Vinnie G, thank you. You were very sweet when I talked about it slightly on your live stream and just said, look, we were going to test. I'm going to be fine. Simon's going to be fine, whatever the outcome. We're fighters, and it's just part of life. But I thought I'd just tell you that Movie Prep if any of you have to take it, add a bit of orange squash with it or something, because it's bloody disgusting. And yeah, it was the worst part of it. Is there anything more to tell you? No, not really. I've been just feeling really low because I've been anticipating the test. Now the tests are done, I can calm down, and there's nothing else to really report on. I'll leave you with that thought. It's just a health update for anybody that was asking. Love you lots. Thank you for your continuous support and your love. Bye. Take care. And take care to all of you. Keep well.